Hey everyone, and welcome to my craft room. My name's Julianne Richards and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in southern Tasmania. I'm pre-recording this video to show you today, and anyone who follows my channel or my Facebook page regularly realises that I only pre-record videos when I'm not really sure how the end result is going to turn out. And that's exactly what I'm guarding against this time around, just in case I can't quite manage to pop this kit together successfully. I thought I'd pre-record. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with the kit at all. It's me that is the issue, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go. The kit I'm going to pop together is the Wreath of Blooms kit. It's brand new. We only went live to customers and demonstrators on the 1st of February. I happened to have an express order going in anyway on the evening of the 1st of February, so I popped it in just to see what it looked like and hopefully get hold of it pretty early and to show you guys. Anyway, so it comes like all our kits in a cute little box. You could give it as a gift quite easily, and everything you need is in the box. Now, I have already opened it because, as I say, I wanted to have a wee look at it before I started, just to make sure that I could complete it with what I've got in the craft room. Now, as an explanation, they do recommend you use a glue gun, a hot glue gun, to put these things together. Now, putting me in a room with molten hot glue and electricity is not wise. Let's just put it that way. It's going to end in tears. So I'm hoping, and this is why I'm pre-recording the video, that instead of the hot glue gun, I can just use normal glue. So it might take me a wee bit longer because obviously the glue is going to have to set before I can be sure of popping everything together. But I will come out of it with my hands hopefully intact and not scarred and burnt. Anyway, just to prepare myself, I did create one of these beautiful little blooms. I just popped that together first of all, just to make sure that it worked with the glue, and it seems to have quite well. So I'm quite happy to at this stage churn on with the glue. But anyway, that's a bit of a preview of one of the little blooms that you get to put in your wreath. Okay, so let's keep going. All the bits were there. I just basically had to pop it together with a little brad through the middle, and that was it. Anyway, so let's keep going and see what else is in the kit. All the bits are here, obviously. There's lots of little blooms and leaves and things like that that you can use to decorate your wreath. Now there is here, this is a 20 centimetre, I think it's 8-inch wide hoop made of plywood, and this is what you use for your wreath, and you've got your thread there to make it hang. I have to admit up front, I'm not a big wreath person. I think I said to someone, it's Christmas and funerals as far as my upbringing was when we had wreaths. I know they're a very popular home decor item in places around the country and the world, but not here in my house. So I thought, I'm not going to do it as a wreath. I'll keep that piece of round chipboard for something else that may pop up in the future. But I do have, and it's about the same size, but it's square, I do have this lovely little wooden photo frame with a cute little picture of me and my mum that was taken a couple of years ago. So I thought, well, it's wood, and it's about the same sort of light colour as the chipboard circle that was given to us. So rather than the wreath, I'm going to make this my little home decor. So it shouldn't be any different at all to if you were putting it on the wreath, but I'm just going to mount it onto this little photo frame instead. So there's me and my mum. Okay, so let's see how we go, and we'll see what else is there to actually decorate our wreath / photo frame, whatever you decide you want to do. As with all our kits, there's instructions here somewhere. I've had them out already for a bit of a peruse, just to make sure that I could get away without the dreaded glue gun. And there are all the instructions you need. They even tell you when to bring the dreaded glue gun out. So if you're okay with a glue gun, go for it. I'm in awe and very jealous of you. But as I say, once bitten, twice shy as far as that's concerned. And then we've got our lovely flowers. I might just get rid of the box now. And that's just a piece of cardboard there that keeps it all straight. So now we'll pop that down on the floor. And we'll have a look at all our bits and bobs. So there's some lovely big leaves there, some smaller leaves, some little individual flowers, and some stems, some big flowers. So those three there are the three that I've turned into this one. So we'll make the others too while we go. There's some little brads there, some twine and some double-sided tape. So let's see how we go as far as getting this together. I'm just going to follow the instructions. It's easy as that. They're in pictures, so if you're not a big reader, you can follow the pictures as with all our kits. So the next one I'm going to do is the flower that has these two little quite large petals. And so we'll pop that out. Now it does suggest that you fold them. So you can use just a pencil and fold them around the edge of the pencil. I absolutely adore my bone folder for anything curling. So just basically between my thumb and my bone folder, and you get a lovely even curl. So just curling those up just to give them a bit of naturalness. That's a word. Okay, so you've got the two there. I think they're pretty much the same size, so we just put them together and offset them so that they overlap like this. You can see the other one behind. Then it says, according to the instructions, we've got a little yellow inside, and we use the blue brad. So let's find that. I'm assuming that's a brad. I always called them brads, but they might be something else. Anyway, it's a little split sort of, sorry, I'm losing my headset, a little split attachment thing that the two ends come apart when you're ready to secure everything down. So you just pop that through there, through the little center, and then through each of the little segments. Any of you have made flowers as part of your crafting, I'm sure this is very basic flowers 101, but it's not something I've ever done. So here we are. So that's our other little flower there, and it's supposed to have two little leaves. So we'll cut those out. Looks like they've got a crease in the middle, so you just crease them up, following the crease in the center. And then it says use the glue gun, but as mentioned, we're not doing that. Where's my glue? Here you are. Look, it's all paper, it's all cardboard, so our lovely double-sided glue should work quite well. And it does, as I've proved in the first one. So now it's gone all gluggy. Come on. I left it standing up while I was talking to you, and it's gone a bit, something's got stuck, got dry in there. So let's do that. Oh, there we are, a bit much. Okay, so I'm just going to pop those, and it says to pop those sort of at an angle to each other. And that's what I'll do. Isn't that pretty? We'll pop our two flowers together. That's sort of like the focal point of this whole little decoration, I think. What else do we have to put together? There's a little sprig, I suppose you'd call it, a spray of flowers. So it has three little flowers there. We've got the stem and 6 little blooms. Now I can't see that they're going to want me to. Oh, they do. I'm going to have to try and give these a bit of a little bend as well, just at the very ends. So these will double up and become 3 little flowers. There is one bit of this that I'm concerned about with my glue gun phobia, and it's this piece here. We'll see how we go. I suppose I want to prove to you guys that this kit is possible. If you don't either like or have a glue gun, you can still give it a go. That's the plan anyway, so we'll get rid of those 2. Okay, so again, we've got some little of our brads. 3 of them there, 3 yellow ones. We'll pop 2 of our little flowers together, offset them. Apologies, I went off screen there a bit. Just trying to separate those out. Those little wire bits. There's one. Oh, hang on. I needed to put it onto the stem first. They're not quite overlapped enough. There we are. Sorry, put those together again. And pop this with all its bits onto the stem. It's better. This one. You guys can probably tell I'm fine motor skill challenged today. I actually just got back from the gym, and I was trying a new class, and I am exceptionally sore. And it was only a few hours ago, so I can tell by tomorrow I don't think I'm even going to be able to walk. Let's see. That one's, come on. There we are, so we've got 2. And 3. Isn't that just the cutest? That is so cute. Okay, so that's the 3 little flowers. There's one more to do, and this is the one I've been putting off. Now this is just a flat piece of cardstock or paper with slits in it. And I think what we're supposed to do is fold it in half and curl it. So this time I've been using a pencil, and I'm just curling it. I did actually, when I first got it out of the pack, make the mistake of folding it. So that's why you can see a seam in the middle there, but I'm just folding it now. And then we're supposed to fold it in half with our glue gun, start it off and curl it round and round and round and round to sort of make what looks like a bud of stamen sort of thing. I'm going to try it my way. I'm going to grab some double-sided tape. I'm going to pop that, so this is the curve, so it's sort of that way to form the hill. I'm going to pop the double-sided tape on there. Now this is the part that might go horribly wrong, but we'll see. and firm those together. Okay. And then some more double-sided tape on the outside, and I will roll it up like this. Let's see how that goes out. As I say, glue gun either end sounds a lot easier, but that's not going to work for me. So now we're folding that in on itself and around. And hopefully it will create what it's supposed to. Okay, so round and round. And around. Now this is the piece that I am intrigued to see how I'm going to get it actually stuck to the set, to the rest of the flowers. So let's see if I have any great ideas as we go. Anyway, so that's all wound up there like that, and when I turn it over it should look like, well, something like that, I suppose. Okay, it doesn't look very much like I think because I've folded it first, but anyway, there we are, I've done it. So I did it without a glue gun successfully, or otherwise. There's a bit of a debate. Just push those a bit further apart. Okay, there we are. So that's that. Right, so what we were supposed to do when we're putting this on our wreath, and I'll stick with it. In your kit, you've got this wee little triangle of just card. Okay, and this is what all of our flowers are mounted on, and then it will be mounted onto your frame, your wreath, or in this case, it's going to be mounted onto my frame. So that's there. So what we might grab is, we won't grab our frame just yet, we'll grab our flowers. So I'm just following the instructions as we do. The triangle sits like this. I put that flower on that corner, upper corner of the triangle. I put the other flower on the other upper corner of the triangle. So let's see how that goes. So I'll pop a nice big daub of glue there, and another one there. So as I say, imagine if it was a glue gun, that's what you'd be using. Pop this one there. So just on the corner, just there. I'm just going to hold that, both of them, just for a minute, just so they stick there on their respective corners. And I've got itchy nose. There we go. So I'm just going to hold those and hope for the best. I do have a glue gun in there, which is how I discovered that glue guns and I don't get along. So I can, if this fails, I can get it out and try again. There's no great trauma there, but we'll try this first. Just holding those. Nearly there. I can tell it has started to take. I'll just hold it for a second more. Itchy nose. And this one seems to have attached quite well, so I'm happy with that. Okay, we might leave those just to sit for a second. Now the next one we need is this little buds, and they go down the middle there and just stick out at the top. They just sit in there like that. I'll put my glue on again, just on the stem. I think they actually suggest double-sided tape in the instructions. There we are. Very cute. And this is where we pop our weird little bud just here, just covers over the third corner. And I'm assuming I can do it with glue. Let's see how we go. Huge, big daub of glue there. And let's pop that in. Okay, so that one definitely needs to sit there for a while the glue just takes hold for a second. And while that does, I might move it to the side and we can pop these leaves on. So here's our frame slash wreath. We've got some leaves here, nice big green leaves. They're going to form the background of our flowers. Now it does suggest that you curl these as well. Be pretty careful, I'd say, because the stems aren't hugely wide. Just where they join, the main stem. Nearly destroyed that one. Do be careful. I'm being a bit rigorous. Yeah. So they're going to sit in the corners like that. Now this is where the instructions suggest, oh no, they actually suggest glue gun again. I'm going to use double-sided tape. I think that's going to look really nice. Now this is going to have to hang as a frame rather than sit up, because it comes off the edge there. Obviously, if you wanted to sit it, we'd have to glue that one inside somehow, or they would curl up, which might not be a problem. But anyway, I might just use glue. Let's see how we go. Now it's a wooden frame, and our beautiful latex glue is fine on wood as well, so it should stick perfectly well. and it will dry clear, so I won't see it. Okay, I wonder how that's going. Yeah, actually it seems to have glued quite well. I won't be too rough with it, but that is going to sit. It's going to sit there like that. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. That's really, really, really nice. I like that a lot. You see that there? You can imagine that sitting up on the wall. That's pretty. Okay, so as I say, if you're not a wreath person, but you've got a pretty frame like that, that is such a good idea, if I do say so myself. But anyway, we've got one more thing to do. We need to, oh, gently, Julianne, we need to pop that on. It's sticking to my fingers, which makes it difficult when I want it to stick to the frame. Okay, so it actually suggests double-sided tape in the instructions. Just pop a wee bit of double-sided tape, I think, or not. No, I think it's glue actually. It's got the glue gun there. So we'll pop some more glue around here. Very gently bring in our flowers, and I'll just firm those. So that's actually that triangle that we've mounted those flowers on is what we're actually sticking, rather than the flowers themselves. There we are. Okay. Now, I wouldn't go too mad with it until it's all well and truly stuck down. But there we are. That's our little wreath. But it's not. It's a frame. So, and that's much more my style there. As you can see, I'm really happy with that. I think that little picture now is going to look quite lovely when I hang it on the wall with me and my mum in there and our little sunny flowers. So yeah, that's really nice. So if you've been looking at the wreath and, you know, like me, wreaths are not really you, I really suggest you give those flowers a bit of a try with some other decor item. And of course, if you are a wreath person, go for it, because it is just so pretty. And there you are. We've popped it together in what, less than half an hour, and those instructions are, you know, really nice and straightforward. And that's what the wreath looks like when you finish it as suggested in the box. But I am very happy with that as a little frame there. I might put it in the craft room just to show how proud I am. I'm going to hang it in the craft room. Okay, so thanks for joining me with that today. I'll pop that video up. I think that's quite a success. I'm very happy with that. And hopefully you will pop this little wreath into your next order. Look, it's a really good value pack. The wreath is in Australian dollars, it's only $23, so it's one of the cheaper kits. Perfect as a gift as well if you had somebody who's a bit crafty and would like that sort of thing in their home. But yeah, totally worth it. I'm absolutely wrapped in that. Okay, so it's been great to see you, and I will catch you all again next time. Okay.